Scroll our little way in. Quite the bit of a long warm-up there, but here we are ready to go. Salutations, class, and welcome back to Silksong. Where we last left off, we had just gone wandering through a lot of what seems to be... Oh, whoops, wrong button. A lot of what seems to be the first act of the game, or first chapter, I can't remember how we're ordering these. And we ended up making it full circle all the way back to Bone Bottom, right here at the beginning again. So, I'm not quite sure which ways we're supposed to be going, probably up through Shellwood or the Worm ways. We ended up falling all the way back down here to the beginning, and we just got a little bit more navigation to do. I think we've done most of what we can do in Greymoor, Farfields, Hunter's March, a lot of the stuff on the right side of the map. So the left side will be wandering our way back up. Lobby code is still visible. I guess I got Strive on the brain. Thank you so much for notifying me, Storm. Also, since Bella didn't end up getting enough of that Rainbow Redeem from the very end of last stream, we have it active here once more again. Do we have anywhere upward we can reasonably travel, I wonder?
Ada!
No need to call the boy when he's already here. Yeah, everything goes towards the right side of the map, so if we can find a place to travel to that's a bit more upward, that'd be a lot better. I don't think we necessarily need to go through the Marrow to get there. Warmest welcomes to Storm, Marky, Mal, Aaron, glad to see all of y'all. And I hope y'all are excited for tonight. Oh, what a joyous fellow. I do see he's completed his wish wall. Oh, back again. The wish wall is up. Ready for all the poor souls who've been left behind down here. In Farloom, wishes are granted to those truly devout, or so they say, and there ain't no harm in us dregs having wishes too. Why, I even went and added a little wish of my own to the wish wall. Fair's fair. I did build the thing. Seems like the kingdom should be granting my wish before anyone else's. Little greedy there, aren't you? Rewards for chopping up a few enemies that are around. I don't think we have a limit to the ones of these that we can take, so... I like that they're called wishes and not specifically quests or side quests. I suppose a donation should be fine. We've got plenty of these. We'll end up getting plenty more by the time we're needing them again. It's listed as a donation, so possibly that fixes up some of the buildings around here. Not just throwing our shards into a bottomless pit. Well, look at that. You've gone and donated all those shell shards, just like I wished for. I can scarcely believe it. Those shards are valuable, all right. Brilliant for crafting and fixing. Very versatile. More than that, though. It was a warm thing you did, the sort of kindness you don't see much in this weary place. Welcome back, Joshua. Was this kindness? I must take care to learn of this land and claim what advantage I can from it. Answering requests like yours can often fit those ends. Oh, was I speaking for the wrong voice? I was not looking at the at the borders that we have around. Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, even still, the help's well appreciated, miss. Best of luck in your travels, and may every wish of yours be granted. She just hasn't had her soothing peppermint tea to de-rasp the voice yet. But how you doing, Joshua? I have been streaming this whole time, but previously I've been Twitch exclusive for a while. This is no longer the case. About a month ago, I made my formal return to doing things on YouTube and Twitch. Is this a good way for us to get upward? I suppose it's some pathway up there. Well, if the travel point for the Marrow is right there, then yeah, let's head back and let's travel up there, then head leftward. Should be a lot easier to find where we need to be. It's so drastically loud in my ears every time. Onward we rock. Now, how are we getting out of here? Wait, if the travel point is there, do we get to travel this way going through the opposite end of the tunnels? I thought these might have been one-way travel points, but... Ah, we can keep going this way. Alright. Hope he's enjoyed relocating to his home. Yeah, we were last messing around a lot with the wormways. A pilgrim shawl. Was that one of the collectibles for one of our wishes? There we go. Ah! With our dash now, we can actually go under his projectiles a lot easier. Right. Could we have dashed through there previously before? Alright, this blocks us off a little bit from where we want to go. It's downward. And then see if we can go back across, upward through the wormways. Yeah, right here was where we were previously. Oh, close. We'll take that heal right before we leap into our next battle. Nope. Nope. Currently planning for a trip to Japan for next year. That sounds exciting. Japan's been on that list of places I'd enjoy going to, but probably wouldn't save up enough for a vacation there specifically. Oh, do we have any way responsibly to get back up? Yeah, because we found a secret right here last time. Is this literally to serve just as a way back? There we go. A little bit of challenging platforming there. We need some sort of a key to get through there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any easy way up. I wonder... Ooh, that hurts. He seems to have a slightly varying timer on this attack. Ah, you're kidding me. Okay, one more. Let's hope this guy doesn't respawn. I'll take that second heal, even though it's just for 1 point. It's giving us feedback like we're damaging him. It's probably gonna take 30 hits or something like that. Ah, I don't think we got our attack off. Ah, looked over at chat. Wanting to visit Utsunomiya, the town Japan famous for gyoza. That's a really good point. Tourism for the food. Japan's got a lot of seafood though, and that's a bit out of my area of interests. Like, I probably would not be interested in the sushi. Oh, Mr. Jump. Are we just not gonna have enough time to do that? Okay, this is far too tedious. So we didn't spend any of our resources to attack him. Ah, hold on. Almost, almost. Ah, are we going all the way back down again? No, no we are not. Not quite. Yeah, I guess we have to go upward through here to get back there. This should take us back to... I believe Bellheart was what we saw on the sign right there. So was the jump up there and we missed it? Yeah, it's gonna be up top. Seems like a bit of a precision platforming thing. Can we jump immediately after a dash? No, it doesn't quite look like it. But with the way these platforms are set up, I have an idea. Haha, look at us. Set up specifically as a platforming challenge. Okay, note to self, the second attack goes from below, so it's not going to hit enemies above us. Yeah, we still haven't found the third berry. That was towards the beginning, and I feel like we might need a bit more of a vertical jump to get it. Welcome, Braun. How you doing? It's seeming like a good one. Only oddity I'd say is the attacks getting only one half of your character. Like that one hitting above is great, but then the second strike going from below might make it a little difficult to fight some of the more airborne enemies. I do like the downward strike from the air being a lot easier to aim, though. Yeah, it's very, very easy to do our little pogo attacks off of enemies with. So this just goes to the druid right here. How the heck are we getting all the way back up to Shellwood? Almost feels like we're completely cut off from that route and we have to go all the way back around. I suppose that is ultimately the path we gotta go. We've got our two big missions otherwise leading us back upward. But once we came down, it didn't seem like there was a good way to get back up. So I guess we do gotta go through the Marrow and then through Belhard. It shouldn't be that long of a route if we just go through there. Hitting that travel point to the Marrow did seem like the right idea, and then we just gotta go back down. Refamiliarizing ourselves with the map. Hello, friend. We shall not be requiring your services just yet. Looks like we have a path going upward to get to Belhart. How's your Strive 2.0 experience been, Braun? I imagine you've been playing a lot of the game. Ah, almost. This is new. Did my mic get unplugged? No, I'm still speaking. And it's showing as audible on my end. Of course, I'm not going to be chit-chatting every single second. Aw, howdy, Issa. Glad to see you too. Careful, careful. Ow. Wasn't quite expecting that. Or that, or that. Is this a bombardier beetle? That's cute. Oh, he jumps. Okay, so we can swat the projectiles. Always like when we have a little bit of interactivity with that. Not here, but below. Twitch pausing the stream for no reason? Sounds like the usual Twitch things. In the air, the water, everywhere. Inside their shells, twisted inside. Guts. You know, like from Berserk. Tightest around heart, pulsing rhythm, sick, alive, dead? Something worse. Deeper, must look deeper. So a way back down from upward, but no way for us to go up there yet. Darn! I think we do gotta take the long way round. Or we could just be hopelessly lost. The John Guts Berserk. We're just gonna make it even more egregious at this point. We don't have Sans Undertale, we have John Sans Undertale.
Ada!
So I guess our next best bet is going westward from Greymoor. Okay, it's not too far to get to Bellheart from here. Right. I remember not enjoying the romp through here, so up top we will go. Don't want to deal with all them darn mouse bugs again. The big ones. The rats. Ow. Excuse you. It didn't occur to me so much before just to use the dash to get in and get out. I feel like that's part of our moveset we should have been using from the beginning. Well, beginning from when we had the dash. I'll take those, thank you. Man, he must be really good at Street Fighter. His footsies game is immaculate. Not here, it's down below. Yep, there's a sign to get to Bellheart. Here's where we had the boss. And we should have ourselves a little bench just on the other side here. Oh, there's a travel point up here we didn't Did we just not step in here, or was it blocked off by something? Hold on, bench first. This is looking ominously like a mini-boss arena. I'll get y'all out of these binds. Just give me a couple more weeks. There we go. Way easier to get back here now.
Ada!
Okay. And then this should be the furthest point towards where we need to go. So yeah, we just forgot to do that last time we were here. But now we've got the pins to check those on our map, so that shouldn't elude us once again. It's got the quest marker up above. Is it something we can do if we get up there? Looks like we needed something specific. And a lot of these places are otherwise locked off. Ah, there's something up there. I think we traversed this already, though. Okay, the icon seems to be further up. We've got chains suspending some of these bells. Perhaps we need a key to get in. Sorry, friends, I can still not assist you yet at this time. Of course, knowing this game, they might immediately turn hostile once I free them. So we haven't been upward. Oh, not quite. Hit platform die. Now what? I do like the pogoing on enemies being used specifically as a traversal tool. I don't find it that interesting for the combat itself, but that secretly being a way to get up here onto all these places above. I think that's pretty cool. Here we go. Yeah, I remember this sign, but how do we get our way up there? Almost looks like we come back from the other side. Yeah, we've been through all this. Here we go. And no easy points to traversal from here, so... back through all this nonsense once again. Yeah, I think we just gotta go down. Way easier to bounce with the wider attacking arc, too. Okay, I think we were interested in trying to find that other bench. Right, this was explicitly where we stopped on our platform and going upward. Because it seemed like an awfully long gauntlet to get up here. Well, for one, we only need one more fleet friend. Brothers using stun spore out here. Fare thee well, friend. And yes, this heads us the way we want to go. Bounce and bounce and bounce. Looking very dark bramble in here. Heck yeah. Oh, come over here. Ah, and that sends me all the way back. How dare you? Can't bounce too high either. Heal. Basically our one chance to do so. No, not into the hazards. It is nice that we can attack out of the glide. Alright, gonna be difficult. Luckily we just have water here. And if I remember correctly, with all the Dark Souls inspiration this game takes, we shouldn't have to deal with enemies respawning in an area until we grab a bench. Or so it feels like that. Fast travel point up here. Glad to see it. This is looking an awful lot like a mini-boss arena around here. Well, we have some other way to interact with it. Maybe a wall jump. Or a double jump. I'd prefer my jumps doubled rather than walled. More of our walking stick gremlins. The one with the horns. We probably didn't need to... Yeah, it'll be a really easy way to get down to the bench here. Hopefully an easy way to access our way back up here. No, it's just a shortcut down. Aha! Here we go. Ah, but we'd have to go full circle around stream title in order to get those other items that we have there. Let's give that a try. Unless there's a... Nope, can't quite do it from there. Yeah, it shuts on the other side. Let's be back here in a moment instead. I think we've got an upgrade coming up soon. Yep, here it is. Did she attack me? Oh, these are new. Fiendish. I think just getting rid of the helpers would be way better. Yeah, okay, so we want to attack them as sort of a parry to get them off of us. Man, she has a lot of health. Luckily, we have our way back up. Not too far. Gotta go get my stuff. Ah, those instantly regrow. I guess we do gotta be ready to parry them. They attack from a difficult to hit angle. Or just do that. Ow! Did we miss that because of the second hit? Because the second one had a slightly different angle of attack. Let's try swapping around. There we go. And that was a mistake. Alright, platform our way around. Yeah, given the much more consistent attack hitboxes here, it should be easier to get those guys out of the air. I think we had a couple of the swings that went below, and that ended up not working. Okay, sometimes it looks like they pull back a little bit before attacking. I guess if we dash under them, that's better. I like how the swipe ended up hitting the little mook. We'll take our area of effect attack around us. It's funny how it went so well the first time. That's just a sign we need to focus. Alright, fourth, I believe, times the charm. No benefit from holding on to it. Ah, it only hits the first one. Got it. Really? That hit me. I'll take the healing in an emergency. Yeah, just keep doing that, please. Much easier to hit. Okay, so we were not that far off from getting the KO the first time. Just panicked a little bit towards the end, but now we're in a very, very good shape. I hear the whispers of a new power. Aww. Aaron, thank you so much for the tuition. What a wonderful way to celebrate. When did I learn how to harness the powers of the Chaos Emeralds? It started when I was a young lad and realized I had that Sonic the Hedgehog autism. It's a redeem I've had for, I think, a little bit more than a year now. But welcome, Rez. How are you doing? Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my all-time favorite games, of course. And there's the celebratory Drowning Me that Aaron likes to give every stream. Ugh. Great way to top off the boss we just fought, and now I gotta figure out where the heck we're going. Sonic Adventure is Sonic Adventure 2 is peak. We still haven't gone back and completed all of the inputs. I'm in a pretty good mood myself, Rez. We got plenty of open time this week for streams. Maybe deadlock tomorrow. Depends on how the rest of my schedule's going. I probably have a better schedule popping up at work relatively soon, which means I finally get the time and the scheduling to permit me going on that big shot VTuber grind. And by that I mean just streaming a lot more for y'all. Where the heck am I going? Thank you, Rez. I miss being able to spend so much time with y'all as I used to be able to. But my work schedule's made that significantly less feasible. However, that might be an issue in the past. Not where I expected to end up, but I'll take it. Ow! What's the description on those guys? Those are the most bizarre enemy we fought yet. Galea. Floral foe with a core shaped to mimic a mask. So they are explicitly a flower, not one of the... We have a flower disguised as a bug, and then a bug disguised as a flower. Sister Splinter, imposing old insect nesting in the heights of Shellwood. Her command of twig and branch ensured no pilgrim ever survived within her territory. And neither did I for the first few tries. There we are. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours and reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. What do we got? There we go. There's our wall jump. To sheer surfaces and rapidly scale heights. So... Yep. As long as we have one wall, we should have infinite vertical scalability. Unless this is one of those wall jumps that gets weaker with every time you do it. Okay, so it looks like the method is jump over them when they attack. Because it's difficult to track them before they attack, but when they do, they kind of always swipe in the same angle. Just a few shards? Otherwise, Rez, we are just having a rather wonderful night playing a bit of Silksong. Except at this particular moment in time, might as well call it Silk Slog. We can't even attack while we're in the water. Gotta be careful. Better not be spikes under here. And let's just make that one easy. Got another polypart. So that's not something we specifically had a wish for. What are we needing those for then? Okay, so it's probably a quest item for a quest we do not yet possess. This is where we just came from. And next spot we have to sit down and rest. Let's go ahead and take our break. Nothing here at the end. We do have that very large vertical column to traverse over here. Kind of funny how we ended up back in Bell Bottom. Not Bone Bottom. Mixed up Bone Bottom and Bell Heart. Also, it should be way easier to just scale the walls now, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll get to doing all that in just a moment. I will see y'all in a couple of minutes. We'll be heading on our first break. And getting our way back into the groove. Welcome, Piero. It's been quite a while. How are you doing? Great to see you again. Along with quite a few other folks who've been hopping around lately. Oh, it's a way through. Okay, that's nice. And here's what we would have been looking for, the item. Simple rosary string. Shame that's not showing up with the proper emotes, but welcome, Vodum. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the tuition. And Nobo, everyone's popping in tonight. Of course, this is a popular game. I'm certain y'all are all happy to see it. Allows the bearer to obtain some rosaries upon defeat. No, I'd rather keep the compass. We've been making more use out of the Threadstorm lately. I'm moderately tired, but tomorrow is party night since I end up having the next day off. In a very good mood myself. You're here for the gay man, not the bugs. Well, you have found one. I'm full of so many rainbows they practically radiate out of me. Yeah, I don't know what to do for stream tomorrow. Some friends are talking about Deadlock, which I haven't streamed in a bit more than a week. I don't know if I want to end up doing a late night party instead. Like, it might end up being more Stride 2.0. Just because I've been thinking about it, but I haven't gotten back to it lately. Silksong's been great, Piero. Exert. I did not do whatever the Nya Oh! Sorry, Nova. With the new interface, I'm still not used to seeing where some of the redeems pop in. Is there a specific Nya you have requested, Nobo? Because whenever that redeem is given, you do get to choose what sort of Nya you end up hearing. I would absolutely be down for, Strive, Exerd, Grand Blue, anything tomorrow night. I like Deadlock, but I don't know if tomorrow night's the night I'm feeling it. By the way, Nobo, hopefully you saw on the schedule, and I can change it if it does not work with yours. Ah, here's our point of travel. Saturday is where we have room for Rhythm Doctor. If that is not a date that works for you, then I can definitely postpone it to the next weekend. Yeah, like Skrunko would? That would be kind of a disappointment, because Skrunko in his old age of about... I think he's 12 or 13 at this point. Occasionally he meows with vigor, but he's gotten to the point where he understands he does not need to meow with very much effort, so it's just kind of like... Like, it's kind of a little crackle at this point whenever he meows. Sometimes... In fact, sometimes these days, he just, like, opens his mouth and he does the motion of meowing, but he clearly is not putting any old man effort into it whatsoever. Yeah, like Gerson. I'm old.
Ada!
Raven's not the worst character for me to fight. Really, when it comes to Exerd, my issues would be with, like, Elfelt and then people who are really good with Johnny. Not just because Johnny's the best character in the game, but because he's also Haehyun's worst matchup. But hey, yeah, we are planning on doing... Oh, I don't think I've seen him do that before. Ah, here's the tip of the tunnels going this way, so... Presumably we have a path further up if there's any way we get out. Presumably all this gets drawn on the map after we take another bench. Yep, Friday night is Uma Musume anime night. Due to high demand from a lot of friends, depending on what y'all want. It could also be finish up our Uma Musume run stream day. If you wiggle back and forth, Bell Beast does some cute stuff. Hey friend, wanna do a little dance? Is that it, or is it something else? Because I think he was doing that just from us idling. I love his little stompies. Okay, we've got a path over there by the exit to Bone Bottom. Maybe jump? Yeah, the lad seems rather ambivalent. Yeah, and he'll do that even if we're standing still. I kind of want to do more Uma Musume runs. Maybe that's more in the cards for the future if I get that new schedule at work. Come on, every Bell Beast appreciates a good shiggy wiggy. Haha, just in time. Yeah, shake what your mama gave ya. Alright, I know where we can vertically traverse now. Presumably it has something to do with the open little gap that we got right here. The Baba Discord now has a gambling channel? So when it opened up, you gambled all your money away and lost it all in 1 hour. That... I mean, that sounds like every Will It Kill stream, honestly. Hopping on to Sajam's channel and everyone goes all in on picking the wrong bets. Well, hopefully you have learned a lesson, Nobo. And that lesson is that 99% of gamblers quit before they make it big. Question, V. Does tomorrow night for... Hold on. Does tomorrow night for Exerd work within yours and or Squawk's schedules? I know you wouldn't be playing, but I know you'd love to see Squawk and I go for a few duels. That's why you got more dandelions to gamble. Keep throwing them into a hole. Something's bound to happen eventually. Oh, is this just a way back to where we were? Oh, okay. Another bell rung. Pacific? I mean, the stream can go late. Depending on who's around, it can be whatever. I've even thought about just making it more Pokemon Fire Red. But if it's a day that I can stay up, and Fire Red is kind of a story stream, I'd call it, rather than something we just freeform do whenever the heck we feel like it. Maybe another night, if there is the idea that some people would be looking for fighting games. Or just anything tomorrow night. Could be Deadlock and then fighting games. Howdy, Kahila. How are you doing? Accept the judgment of the rise beyond, that all who stand at Farloom's holy crest prove pure of will and want. It's a very peculiar sound that those bells make. I like it. Becoming the Schnoozer? Is that a new Pokemon? Oh, you're kidding me. We're one rosary short from, yeah, what seems to be a save point. Ah! You're kidding me. I made that jump. Okay, with a little bit more finesse, I suppose. That sounds like the tale of you're about to enter a very disruptingly difficult area, V. He doesn't seem to have any attacks that directly hit above him. He's got that little jump to watch out for. There we go. Rosaries gathered. I don't think we needed to spend that healing, but who knows what hazard we're going to run into. Sitting on your couch trying not to fall asleep. Schnoozer sounds like the name of a Pokemon. One of those early game dog Pokemon that you'd get. One that's specifically set up to rest talk as much as possible. The schnoozing schnauzer, if you will. Them bugs is hungry. By the way, V, you know what else has been on the mind lately? I have been thinking about Axiom Verge 2. What, it's been 2.5 years since the first one? Oh, is his back a shield? There we go. Like I've been saying, I do want an early bird rest abuser kind of Pokemon. But you know, they haven't made that as an ability on new mons for a long time. Maybe something like a stance change mon, where it changes forms depending on if it's sleeping. Casual playability and a real ability. Yeah, something like that. Like it gets really tanky while it's asleep, and then it becomes a hyperactive little Pomeranian or something like that. Just ambiguously dog-shaped. Okay, so I was right with my tuition there. Intuition. Wamu, he says. So far, so good. One of my friends has been going through a Gen 3 ROM hack lately, which seems like a delightful experience. It's, of course, derived from Emerald, but it specifically takes place in the Hoenn region, a few years after the events of the first games. And due to all the shenanigans with Groudon and Kyogre, there's an aftermath with a lot of changes in the landscape afterwards. If you're playing between 6 AM and 6 PM, have attack but double defense. If you're playing between 6 PM and 6 AM, have defense and double attack. That's extra cute, too.
Which guy?
Poshanka, child-wielding needle. Have you seen trace of my master nearby? I feel she was here only recently. I cannot say for certain, Chakra. Though if she travels seeking skilled opponents, these steps would serve her well. The warriors watching over them are formidable. True! Impressive guardians they are, fighting defensively, and loath to leave their stations. They swing their weapons with a cold brutality that should not be underestimated. I've got just the thing for this. In time, even these great steps will be swept away by the sands. Nothing is immovable. I will take that, because I would like to have that. Cute stat spread. Strong enough to actually have something to do. Ow. Oh, it's a projectile. I thought you were actually flying towards me. Well, welcome, algorithm. Indeed, we just had ourselves a delightful conversation with Chakra. And I'd like to not make conversation with these worms, excuse you. Okay, stay away from the sands. This is feeling like one of those Super Mario 64 Kaizo hacks where some random surface will be programmed to be quicksand. The fact that there's worms lying in wait on just this one random surface on the side. I like how he looked like part of the scenery when he was idle. There we go. I'd like not to make conversation with these worms from Rules Card. It hath been quite a long time since we have spoken with Rules Card. I forgot exactly what voice we assigned to him. Do we have word on when the new Deltarune's coming? Yeah, we know it's this year, but do we have a more accurate time? Ren? Ah, first time we got destroyed by one of them. Alright, won't be too hard to get back up there. Let's see. Given the way those slopes are, I don't think we have an easy way to just climb our way back up. Yep, and as is with any game, that eventually gives you infinite vertical traversal. Small ceilings and ledges abound to prevent us. Like that. These are some third strike shenanigans with the fact that some of his attacks will low profile my aerials. Feels like getting anti-aired by Accent Core Soul Sweep. Could even be tomorrow. Okay, I thought we could have run right through him. Well, we just spent the majority of our rosaries anyway. Back to blasting my steps. Okay, the low profile one is always going to be after a jump or on the second swing. Deltarune tomorrow! Quick, speed run through the first 4 chapters. That is a particularly special experience that only Marky has been there for. I guess Williams, yep. Aside from Marky, just about the rest of y'all joined after we did Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. Which y'all might have quite a guess as to which my favorite chapter is. Onion Knights remind you of the Zelda 2 Dark Nuts, one of the best enemy designs in NES. Kahila, we are entirely willing to bring back Luna Knights again. As I've been saying lately, I would not object to the idea of giving a number of streams a revisit, especially since we never actually defeated the Reimu bonus boss in Luna Knights. You like this part where Mr. Rune yells, "Check out this delta, it was so rad." And then he turned into a triangle and everything was funny. Rules card, half the laser pointer. Chris make Dark Fountain equals bad, Roaring Knight equals bad. Sleep well, Nobo. Let me know if there is a best hour to be run for Rhythm Doctor on Saturday. I might end up making it a dual stream with other shenanigans. I am still in the mood for more Guilty Gear. Yo, who up Delta-ing they runes? You know we had to make that joke. Ow. Gotta remember we can heal in the air. Should be easier to dodge some attacks like that. Did I ever do the weird route? We did that for Chapter 2. There's stuff about that in Chapter 4, right? We did just the Snowgrave route, but we didn't do any more weird route shenanigans for whatever ended up happening later. Could make that a stream as well. Come on. Bouncing projectiles off the walls and corners. Alright. Yeah, now that we know we can traverse this vertically. A symbol I'm not familiar with. Eltnum Bullet Bug. Yeah, I was trying to think about which fighting games I know had the ricochet bullets like that. I almost want to say it sounds like something you'd get out of a Marvel vs. Capcom game. And we kind of have some of that stuff with, like, Sakuya specials in 12.3. Ooh, that's another fighting game I'd love to play on stream. Tomorrow or Saturday. Soku's so fun. Vote him. You should get Squuck to pick it up. It's a Kusoge. He'll love it. And I don't think I'm gonna love what's about to happen here. Yeah, I had a feeling that with this. Hey, great hit. It's a little subtle when they send out the projectile, but they seem to only do it when they're flying a bit first. Like that. I wonder if we can attack the projectile. Not much. Okay, we can deflect it. Great hits. One down. Let me guess, are they gonna give me the Ornstein and Smog? Ah. No, he's gonna give me the I am the greater Conchfly. You killed my brother. Prepare to die. Sleep well, Nobo. Sun running on the fourth walls herself. That's another one I like. I like when fighting games make jokes about the actual borders of the screen. Even in Street Fighter 4, you get some supers and such, which will quote-unquote wall splat someone, but it's very clearly against just an invisible wall on the edge of the screen. Every Deltarune fan should be forced to play Fighten to learn accountability. Exactly how does that line up? Let's see. Okay. Feel like it's about to kick back up. Yeah. Feeling like Morrowind's out here with all these ash storms. Lots of people pretend the bad stuff is Chara's fault, not their own choice. To this day, I have never played the genocide route in Undertale. Yeah, I've looked it up, but it's kind of hard to avoid the spoilers on what ends up happening on that route when you are yourself a Deltarune/Undertale fan. A few of my friends haven't been spoiled, but that's because they just haven't interacted with the series at all so far. A spot of shelter. That is one part I hated about the latter parts of Undertale, where after you've gotten to the true ending, they're implying that, Frisk is just a completely separate character and that the quote-unquote player is a horrible dickbag that was controlling them and not a nice person. I took deep offense to that because I'm one of the few people who doesn't play Elder Scrolls games like a sociopath. Even in fictional games, I do not go on crime sprees. I rarely ever see the benefit of it. Me too. So rude to raise a pinstress from their deep meditation. You carry on with that kind of brash behavior and you're likely to be quick stuck through. I'm surprised to find a bug of sound mind alive in such an inhospitable place. You are a warrior learned in the blades of this land. Aye, a pinstress. Your needle there might fit you fair, strange as it is and all, but it's the pin that's the glorious weapon of Farloom. Given I'm now awake, maybe you'd fancy a little training? Here to test the power of a pinstress? Might be even this old master could show you a thing or two. Sure. We got our save point right there. Bold choice, Needlebug. Let's get our shells a-shakin'. Okay, not a little mini-boss fight. Charge power in the needle, then release as a deadly attack. How grand to face an opponent with a bit of energy. You're a skilled one, clear enough. I hope my training has granted some insight. Alright. Got our little power attack now. Not the worms! The bugs are back. Yep, that's the end of that route. That's just such a gross way for creatures to be, yeah, like just popping out of the sands looking for a chomp the instant you get near. not our way up there. Howdy again, Chakra. Any news? So apparently that wasn't your master, otherwise we would have had something to talk about here. The jump into the low profile. He just did a jumping low on me. Luckily those guys have plenty of goodies for us. Oh, did we actually deflect it back with the hitbox? I thought we just made the projectiles useless, but I will take that too. The quick step. I keep forgetting he has that. Keeps hitting us with the low profile. Alright, back through here. Too many worms. I forgot where I saw it. I think it was like in... It was an unnerving video. I think of a tick, or it might have been a mosquito that was inside a little glass jar. You know, it was isolated. It was put into a cage. But it would be turning around to face anyone that was near it. Smelling that blood on ya. Gives me the same vibe as all these worms. Think about this a little bit. Yeah, I'd rather take that healing before we get back into trouble. Ow! Excuse you. He hurt me by standing back up. Well, that's a few more rosaries lost, right? It seems like a case of getting on tilt with those guys. We start missing a few attacks, and it just keeps happening. Do we have a better bench? It's not like the one below is any better. Alright, we'll make it through this. Even if it requires being a little bit of a pacifist. Aw, interrupted us. And sniped. With how dark it is, it's hard to tell where the walls are for those projectiles to bounce off of. Okay, do this again. No Williams. Okay, maybe a few Williams. I wonder if the conch flies just shoot when you're close, or if they look for an actual line of sight that they're trying to get you with. Yeah, like that one. It's hard to tell which way that one would bounce. Oh, into the worms. Yuck. There, hopefully I've pleased y'all a little bit. Y'all won't be creepy crawling around to get a little bite of Shaw. Never mind. Apparently all the worms are a bunch of liars. Seems so hard to get footing up here. Get that one bit of health back. Alright. We are not on tilt. We are not on tilt. Are the storms timed to start right after we get out of there? Right, we've got our charged attack. Versus some of these enemies, maybe it's a bit more useful. It's so hard to get the conch flies, though. If you're not going to come over here. Okay, we can't attack downward like that. I don't know what it is. For some reason, after we've gotten all the way out here, it's harder to get back through. Okay, so no immediate storm this time. There we go. Go. Ah! Right when the storm kicks up. Alright, careful. Careful, careful, careful. Careful. Okay, it's because we keep intersecting with the actual collision boxes. Got stuff back. Oh, Chakra's gonna help. Oh, much appreciated. Should have the wind starting up in just a moment. Or not. Of course, it's the instant I jump. So specifically between the different attacks that they have, there's a small blind spot, it looks like. If we just go slightly in front of them above and swing downward, that should be able to dodge both the jump and the little shield bash. pushing me. Oh, more wait, you didn't use all the hydrates the first time around. All right. Is this our hourly ritual, Aaron, or have you finally run out, I believe? Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of hydrates this time around. We are getting blasted out here in the steps, indeed. Alright. Past the part that kept stopping us, there should be another shield guy up here. Just a matter of patience. Also leaving to procure sustenance. Enjoy your dinner, Aaron. But thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a delight to see you. And thank you so much for the tuition. Y'all always put the biggest smile on my face. Now we're finally up here. Should make this all a lot easier to traverse. Bit of a gruesome fate. By the strength and guidance of the Nine. Welcome back, Storm. Let's see, that looks a lot more like getting to another boss fight. Yep, here's a point of travel. Just short on rosaries once again, but... got a few of these to use. It's gonna be another one which will... yep, cost the difference we don't have. But while we're saved up here, yep, that is time for our next break to hop on real quick. We'll be right back after one more break, grab a few more rosaries, and unlock that travel point before continuing onward. Looks like we should be able to get up to... yeah, the end of this area by the end of the stream. I don't know if we got a whole boss fight to deal with there, but... given the pacing of everything else, I can definitely see that being a possibility. See y'all in just a moment. hide our little way back in. The music in this area kind of reminds me of Barony. You know, it's got that little quaint fantasy vibe about it. Let us proceed. Anything at the other end here? Maybe a secret. Oh, whoops! Maybe another route to a different area. So long as we can grab ourselves a few rosaries. Oh! Lumble the Lucky. Ah, fellow pilgrim. I've been praying alone here too long, with only the wind's voice to join mine. We're so close. Our pilgrimage is almost over. Just one final brutal climb,
Courteous.
The citadel is near, pilgrim. You must have had some strength in you. Few of your fellows seem to reach these heights. Aye, the roads become lonelier the longer they're traveled and the higher we climb. It takes a lot of luck and a lot of faith to make it this far, though I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. Are those other pilgrims bundled up behind him? Ah, just barely. Why do either of these places lead? Oh no, there's gonna be more of those thieves here, aren't there? Oh! This fella didn't seem particularly trapped at all. I don't see any reasonable way for us to get up here. Yeah, I love the very dog coding that the fleas have. I suppose with them being fleas and presumably dog fleas, that does make perfect sense. Just little guys. And speaking of little guys, guess who's here to harass me? I say that with love. Come here. Just stay away from the keyboard. And stay away from the stream deck. Oh, no, he's pressing keys on the keyboard. Okay. Sit down, lay down. Get comfy. Comfier, actually lay down and get away from the keyboard. You're gonna mess something up, I just know it. There we go. Nope, I'm not hitting those buttons. Away from the keyboard. Ah, he intercepted me. We'll wait till he loses interest. There we go. And while we're here, make that short trip back. Got a few more rosaries to deposit over here. And ring up our friend. This would be the top left of our little map here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, so there's new parts being revealed on the map every time we unlock a new area. Cat, get off of the keyboard. I don't know if it's saved. Let's fix that. Ah, no mantling. Alright. Okay, we are doing a lot better now. Just requires a little bit more patience. Alright, I'll admit it. I think earlier we were on tilt. Hey, look at us, platforming masters. So close to the Citadel. Oh. That one's actually just a statue. The gate! The gate! Oh, the grand gate to the Citadel stands before us. We are so close. Oh, mighty ones beyond the gate, we beg you! Open the way and let we poor, significant little pilgrims crawl into the light. I see no gatekeepers to heed your plea, pilgrim, though I too seek entry to the Citadel. Have you heard of a means to open this gateway? Weapons blunted is not. No holes for keys. 'Tis the bells, they say. The holy bells upon the path that open the way. I have passed several such bells, pilgrim. I know how to see them woken. Tell me what you know of their locations, and I shall seek those that still remain silent. Sister, this is a mighty service you willingly perform. What a marvelous gift you would grant to your fellows. Eagerly, I shall tell you of the shrines and their locations, as we have heard them spoken. Aha! So that's where all the bells are necessary. Still gotta figure out what the heck's happening in Belheart. Also, wait, is this marked as an exit point on the map? Almost seems like there's more to be seen above. Very well. Travel to Belhart we shall take. With our new traversal, maybe there's something we can find here. We kind of got to the ceiling. I wonder if there's anything else we were missing over here. This does not open. Ah, wait. There's something on the right over here. Ah, that's probably dropped into place once we ring a bell up there. Break the silken curse in staring town of Belhart. Do we have any entries that could help us? Oh, Drisnet. Different from a conchfly. If we end up being stumped, I will consult for advice, Aiden. Thank you so much for the offer. I would like to stumble around in the dark for a little bit before we start seeking assistance. But thank you so much for the suggestion. Yeah, all the stuff around here looks like they're trying to build hints towards something to traverse. We've got symbols above a lot of these gates here, but I don't know what we're looking for. Well, as is the rule with every Metroidvania. Oh, have we even checked on the other side here? Okay, it's a dead end. Look for any adjacent places that we haven't been through. And see if there's just a little passageway we haven't gone to. Aw, well, much appreciated, Aiden. With the rather modest presence I carry on the internet, I will also notice the fellow modest presences I have around. Thank you so much for stopping by. There's a lot more we can find up here in Greymoor. It would be easier if we traveled up there. I almost feel like if we could go to some of that space that was at the top. Yeah, I think we have somewhere adjacent we have to get into. Then we can get into the upper areas here. I have no idea what else we'd be looking for to get the curse dispelled. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's something up here. I mean, yeah, on the Belhart map we have the bench and we have the traversal, and then there's a little gap over there. But it looks like that's a way down. Perhaps after we've rung the bell, there's another way to get back up. Oh, thread the needle. Widow. Not quite the most familiar of names, but also be careful about spoilers. Howdy, Usagi. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, sounds like there's another boss we're missing from somewhere around here. I'm gonna keep looking in every adjacent area we can. There we go. Oh, another way. As I said, Aiden, wait on the back seating for a bit. Long pin. Oh, okay. I shall stumble around in the darkness for a little bit more before I start looking for directions. I'm doing well, Usagi. So that was to get a secret weapon to use there. Oh, I like it. Not sure if that's our best option. Guess we could see what's at the top. Right, we'd need to go to a little spot where we run, and then we can head up to Greymore through here. See if we can get to what's at the top of the tower here. Right, I forgot about this guy right here. Well, thank you for your respect, Aiden. Yeah, with a lot of these games, I do like to stumble around a bit and see if I can discover what I need to do before consulting a guide if necessary. I will admit, kind of a weakness of the genre is sometimes getting lost without knowing what to do. Ways further up from here, perhaps? Yeah, because we've been through here before, but how did we... Ah, we can jump off those. Nice. And... now we can finally jump up through here. Looks like it would do some pretty good damage. Something dangerous lurks below. A locked bell home. Call out?
No.
Bzz, who's bothering me now? Leave the great Yarnaby in peace. Shoo shoo!
No.
Shoo, I say! Unless you've brought a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them. Bzz, then otherwise, leave the great Yarnaby in peace.
No.
Shoo, I say! Okay. Worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them. Oh, this guy's new. Oh, that's cute. He has a shield when he's... Wait. Is this the specimen you were looking for? Apparently not. Looks like an interesting place of interaction. Oh, whoops. A little foolish of me. Not a surface we can cling to. Huh. Okay, once we get to the top, it looks like there's a way back down. Ah! I'll take it. Okay, elevator's over there. Ah, looks like we have another fan. More rosaries as well. Just the tip, we want to lose as few as possible. Feels nice to use this again. Not again. What do you mean I can't mental up there? Careful. Careful. Not careful enough. Yeah, I don't want to deal with those kinds of guys. We did end up any percenting the first Hollow Knight. I didn't do any of the expansions or 100%. Darn it! 100%ing the first game. But yeah, about... Wow, I think it is 4 years now by this point. We were playing through the first game. Well, I'm gonna have to go all the way back there. Well, yeah, it has been a hot minute since the first one. So we're not very far. Oh, but it would be hard to traverse all the way. Wait, maybe we have... Ah, not quite. Was there a way up from here? I thought there were more of the balloons we could bounce on in this area. Ah, here's our solution. Not from there. Moment of respite. And, yeah, no easy way up from here. The difference in the stream delay, I believe, is the most common term for that. And I wouldn't exactly have a way to return a message on my end. I think the most responsible gauge you can have for that is after you type a message, it should show up in the bottom left corner of the screen. And if you can count the time there, you should be able to see it. Or slightly less accurate, especially now that there's a cat stretching on my screen. Slightly less accurate is you can count the amount of time between you saying something and me responding. I think it's usually about 10 to 12 seconds. Of course, during some times of varying performance, it might get worse. But I usually try to have my chat set to low latency. But yeah, there will be a difference between what you see on... Yeah, it's this way we're going. There will be a difference between what you see on YouTube and then the actual video itself on the bottom left. Which, luckily, we don't have any important HUD elements there. Also, usually with the way streams work is that as time goes on, your video might end up following a little bit further behind. Ah! I do not want to deal with that guy. Okay, we're up here. And going anywhere from here should be constructive. Ow. I wonder why we specifically have to hit those twice. Darn little ankle biters. Oh, these guys are new. He's throwing little bolas at me. Ah, no, I meant to go down. Roach catcher. Short, nimble bug who uses barbed bolas to keep beasts corralled and caged. Almost. Almost. Close. Okay. So there is a little... wrong button. So there is another balloon to bounce off of here. We're gonna get jumped, I just know it. Ooh! So we did find ourselves a little friend. Should be easier to get back to a safe spot from here, too. And even easier to get back up there. Yeah. Little guy didn't know how to platform. Right, this one blocks us off. I tried jumping. I think it didn't... I wonder if you just can't jump at the very end of a dash. No, we can. Though the cat did just hit something on the keyboard. I don't know if he hit a button that prevented me from jumping. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have the whatever it was regret mechanic from the first game, where you have to fight a little ghost of your former self at the point that you died. I think this game definitely works better without it. I guess we check every wall in Belhart. This feels like a little passageway. Like, it feels like it should be a small area. I don't imagine we have an actual level to traverse through here. Oh, I didn't see this spot right here beforehand. Nothing to get into here. Yeah, it's awfully dark. Nothing here. I think there were some walls and ceilings we attacked last time we were here that made sounds when we were hitting them. But probably just little bell noises. Yeah, like that. Nothing there. It was stuff like that, but I think we only break those little spots once. We can't just manually cut any of them down. Settlement welcomes all who step the holy path. Yeah, we didn't see anything there. Or maybe there's a hint. Carry you higher? So that your strength renewed can carry you higher. Okay, there's no hint. Yeah, because this looks like an elevator. Alright. I'll take a hint. Am I kind of getting warmer or getting colder? And that goes for anyone in the chat. Or is this a case where a very Dark Souls thing to do, where we have to go do something in a completely different area and then it fixes up an elevator in here or relieves the curse? With the way a lot of these platforms are arranged, it looks like there's some mechanism to mess with. Anything in here? It really was an inspired choice to let her dress allow her to float. Welcome, Fuse. We're like hitting an empty space here. Oh, wait. Okay, something's going on. Wait, we might have found something. Though this is giving secret area to a power-up kind of vibe. How are you doing, Fuse? What do you want, slave?
That's fine.
Slave? I'm a traveler, stranger, not a slave. Yeah, exactly what a slave would say. Be gone! I don't like that guy. How many bells went into the construction of this darn place? Wait, would we have required the wall jump to get through? Oh, excuse you. Very cold for Bellheart. Might be getting into a better job soon if things go well. You and me both, brother. Gotcha, Aiden. We'll explore around here. Oh, none of this is marked on the map. And it seems like the stream delay there might be pretty big. Especially with the disparity between some of the responses I'm getting. Yeah, it might be something like 30 seconds to a minute by now. The longer stream goes on, the bigger that disparity is going to get. As the stream tries to catch up and such. I do too, Fuse. It's for the same employer but for a different role at a significantly better time frame. Speaking of time frames, how's tomorrow night looking for you? I end up being able to stay up, but I don't know what I want to stream. I don't know if I want to do, like, Soku or Exerd. If you don't have anything occupying tomorrow evening for yourself, I'd love to run one of our sparring streams. Or, you know, with anyone. You're fine, Aiden. Once I get to the point of being completely stumped, I'll ask. But so long as we have somewhere new to traverse, we're making progress, right? Ow! I like how it's very obviously spiky bells at those specific points. This is kind of reminding me of a spot in the first Hollow Knight, but I forgot where it was. Small tunnels, traps opening up below. Feels very familiar. Ow! Ow! Okay, it is looking like kind of a minute for the delay right now. Yeah, we've been streaming for almost 3 hours at this point. So the stream delay is going to be pretty big. Ow! Okay. Not a good idea. That down there is very, very, very not a good idea. If it'd be after 6 p.m. PST, yeah, we got time to do something like that. It is one of those days I could end up going all night. Huh. Yeah, okay, so I was right. There's some mechanism to these. Though I think it's just opening up new gates. Aiden. Nah, you're alright. In fact, I haven't had the conversation yet, Aiden. Something I've been looking over and... Okay, so I was reading it right, but I was pronouncing it wrong. So one of the most common conversations I have with anyone who shows up for a stream, I understand the importance of getting someone's name right. And anytime that it happens and it doesn't look entirely intuitive, I usually ask for whatever someone's preferred name or pronunciation is. But Aiden got it. Or is it Aiden? Aiden? No, yeah, Aiden. Or if you have something that it rhymes with, let me know. But a pleasure to meet you, Aiden. My name is Xander Turing. I am a scientist professor VTuber. I do a okay, we're going the wrong way. I do a variety of different games. Variety streamer, so you don't usually get the same thing from me. Usually fighting games, roguelikes, or simulator games, so kind of a very, very niche set of interests. However, I'm a big fan of indie games left and right. And as you can guess, Silksong has been a greatly requested game from a lot of my viewers for a while. Ah, almost. Everything in Bellheart is just defective bells except for the bell homes. Do the bell homes themselves have the... Is it called a ringer? The actual part that makes the noise. I figure if they're just bells without the moving part to actually make the noise for it, they would all be defective bells. But why would you live in a home that could be a functionally working bell? You stumble over the wrong piece of furniture and then you end up just wringing your ears out of your head. Right, I forgot about these guys. Give them a little whack. So we've grabbed our first 5 fleas. Let's check in on the friends. Aww. Some beasts here, I see them eat through the bony ground, is very smart. Bone is everywhere and much abundant. If only I had such stomach, ha ha. Look, look, so many fleas have joined the caravan. What a miracle. We cannot thank you enough for honoring our humble wish. First step. There are still many fleas for us to be united with, though, and we've rested long enough. The caravan must head higher. Oh, but stranger, how remiss of me. I introduced myself earlier without ever asking you for your own name. Forgive me, please. What shall we call you?
Yanara.
You may call me Hornet, Flea Master. Know that I, like you, am glad to see your fellow fleas safe within your caravan. These are dangerous lands to travel alone. I still have a long journey ahead of me. If I come across any more fleas, I will assist where I am able. Oh, Vavinda, that is to say, incredible. What a beautiful thing for me to hear. Dear friend, Miss Hornet, our caravan must be away now, toward the wide moor high above. Would you travel with us as our honored guest? Sure. Is that just a shortcut to get up there earlier? Excellent, excellent. Let us make preparations and be off without delay. Rouse yourself, fleas, for the caravan roams once more. Currently, for any of the, more story-based games like this, or currently Pokemon, I do streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. For some of the streams that I do kind of spontaneously, I'm setting those in. So we must have you to thank. I trust the trip was agreeable for you. A pleasure, perhaps? Nestled in with our dear little ones. They certainly make for energetic travel companions. I've not often had opportunity to socialize with such spirited sorts. Splendid! And now you must go and see Grishkin, sitting there by the bubbling cauldron. After long travel, we drink to revive our spirits. Perhaps with a spirit of your own here? Dodeshna, Miss Hornet is it? Welcome to our new camp. The traveling is done, and so we drink. Is no better way to revive spirit than to drink the famous flea brew. I have just finished a batch bubbling and warm. You are a friend, finder of lost little fleas, hmm? Here, take bottle of flea brew with you. Will keep you warm while you travel. I am always brewing here, so have no fear to drink plenty, and return whenever you are wanting more. Okay. Really, really cool item to find. Bells aren't exactly as loud, because with furniture inside the bell, it can't ring as loud. Because the opening is sealed up as a floor and there's stuff inside it to cushion the sound. Okay, that makes sense. Especially since presumably there'd be soft couches abound inside the bell. Yeah, it looks like that stream delay is getting to be wildly long at this point. I wonder if I could get any proper indicator for it. Also, the stream delay might end up being twice under certain circumstances. Like, if the stream delay happens and... No, what is it? If you send a message, and then it reaches me... No, it should only be roughly one way. Because the amount of time for the message to get to YouTube and back shouldn't be that much, but the stream itself should take much longer. Regardless, it will probably be a lot easier earlier in the stream. Gonna go full game theory mode for a second. You think that every bell in Bellheart, including the bell homes, are bells that were supposedly going to be used for each of the bell shrines. Oh, wrong button. Oh, did I impress them though? Yeah, our third guy is here. Dodeshna, we want for shelter from the thick gray air. Is heavy and wet. I'm worried for the little flea's health in this land. And they make play in the filthy water. I say them stop, but they just laugh and splash on me. They are lack respect.
Juanita.
Most bugs instinctively obey those with strength and will. Speak with authority, or your commands may go unheeded. Really? It's Flea Master's job to teach the flea such. I will just have the rest here until it is time to move on. Would you liken yourself to a big shot? And now we have our indicator for the flea cart. Okay, that did not resolve our issue. I wonder where else we could be looking. Greymore was a huge area. We are reaching... Yeah, it's getting to be a very good stopping point in a moment here. I suppose next week we'll look for whatever the solution is in here. Is it... I'll ask this now. Is it particularly obtuse to find, or is it just one of those situations? Okay, let me ask it this way. Do we need to press around here to get to the Bellheart bell? Or are we required to unlock something from somewhere else? Like, I see the symbols here on these houses. Do we have to do something somewhere very elsewhere in order to get the bell active over here? Well, funny enough, Aiden, lots of friends, including myself, are... Well, I don't have a formal diagnosis, but the vast majority of my friends are also ADHD folk, and a good number of them are on the autism spectrum as well, of which I might also be one of them. It's very, very likely. Birds of a feather flock together, and I have way more neurodivergent friends than neurotypical. Neurotypical sounds so awful to say. Though I guess that is the more medically recognized term. Is that refilled at a bench too? Okay. Ah, so we just have to go all the way back there and then we can get our full refill. I imagine the stream delay is pretty big, so we'll be around for a few more minutes. Enough for some of the messages to cycle around. Yeah, I think that's just a commonality with a lot of the folks that we hang around, Views. What does the stream delay look like on my end, I wonder? Let me check. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad. Alright, we'll figure out what the heck we're doing for Bellheart next time. We'll take our moment to rest there. I'll look into who is streaming on the friends list right now. Currently, there is no explicit plan for a stream tomorrow. It's going to be a very big play-by-ear kind of day, but I'd like to stream for y'all. Let's see who is doing what this evening. Oh, Bella's playing Core Keeper. Bella hopped in to say hi to us yesterday. I think we can raid in on her. Rosie Chu is streaming as well, but I've been raiding her quite a bit lately. I've been raiding Bella as well quite a bit lately. Hold on. Who? Maybe we end up raiding in on Rosie anyway. Seems fair enough. Also, couldn't remember what games I had, so you just wanted to add that in, because you didn't catch everything I played before. Remembered me saying I'm a science professor. Not literally, that is how I end up coding my character in presentation. Let's turn off the rainbow hair. That has been on here long enough by now. Oh, it does not want to stop. I might be stuck with the rainbow hair for the stream. Wait, no. There we go, fixed up. So, otherwise, I play a lot of simulation Oh, Alma's doing Deadlock. Has she... Let's see. I haven't rated it on Alma in a while either. Ah, that's been going a minute long. Looks like a match is starting. You know what? Yeah. We'll raid in on Deadlock Friends. I'm glad you know Alma as well, Kahila. That's pretty cool. Hey, no worries at all, Aiden. I have, as I mentioned, a lot of neurodivergent friends, and everyone has their own specific needs that you need to talk to them and be patient with them in every different way. Given that we do have kind of a very laid-back, cozy environment around here, you have all of my patience in the world. I will take my time to listen and understand. I might have been slightly abrasive with the no backseating rule from earlier, but I do try to authentically get lost and figure out my way in these kinds of games. Thank you, Fuse. Like I said, tomorrow is something I really want to stream, but have no idea what I'm going to end up actually doing. All right. Let's do something Deadlock oriented for a raid message. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the time dilation, the stream delay, Aiden. It's gonna be a lot less on earlier streams, and I gotta figure out how I can probably lower that a lot. That might be a possibility with stream settings and how... No, I have it set to ultra low latency. So, whatever you have is probably roughly about how quick we're gonna get it on average. Alright, our raid message for Alma should be... Thinking. Alright, our raid message in for Alma is going to be... The lash is dropping in. And for anyone wanting to participate in the raid from the YouTube side, here is a link for y'all. It is going to be going on to Twitch. Tomorrow and Thursday are just kind of up in the air. The next scheduled things that we have are Friday is Uma Musume Watch Party in the Discord. And then Saturday will be a little bit of Rhythm Doctor and possibly other streams, given the fact that it's probably not going to occupy an entire 3 hours on its own. And yeah, wait. Saturday gets to be another big stream as well, so use or anyone interested in fighting games in the chat. That is another day that we probably end up doing something like Guilty Gear Strive. Because I am very interested in the 2.0, of course. Alright, y'all. We are going to be heading out for the evening. Welcome around, Aiden. If I do see you soon or way later, I hope you've enjoyed your time this evening, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you everyone else so dearly for your attendance. And class is dismissed. Yeah, let's get out of the place with the ominous atmosphere in the background. I am tired of listening to this. See y'all soon.